Revelation 2371. From the 17th of June 1942. Power and will on earth. And in the hereafter. The being only realizes what a privilege the stage of free will is after its physical death, when its body shell is taken from it. Then it will either be in a state devoid of light and strength and unable to change anything itself, then it will think back, full of remorse and longing, to the state on earth in which it did not make proper use of its freedom of will, or it will be in a state of light itself and be grateful that God has left it freedom of will and that this has brought it the state of light. The recognition of unused earthly time will be very bitter for the being in the beyond, for it means, as it were, a step backwards for the soul to no longer possess something it was free to possess in earthly life. And it cannot acquire free will again at will. Instead, in the beyond it first has to do what its will power earns it. It has to want to use the soul for the benefit of other helpless souls. Only then will the being be able to use its will again. However, an inconceivably long time often passes, whereas in earthly life high spiritual successes can be achieved in a short time if the will is used correctly. In the beyond the soul recognizes that both were available to it on earth, freedom of will and strength to carry out the will, whereas it now has to struggle for strength and the supply of it is again dependent on its will. That is that it is not the desire for strength which supplies it with it but that their will to use this strength correctly first has to be there before it can flow to it. And this will must correspond to the commandment of love. Only then will the strength be available to it for its work in the beyond. There is no restriction of strength for earthly life if the will desires to use it, yet the human being only rarely uses this grace to which he is entitled. He certainly accepts the vitality but makes do with little where much is at his disposal. The realization of this triggers an agonizing state of remorse which torments the being until it can now constantly accept strength through the will to use the strength conveyed to it by beings of light for the fellow suffering souls in order to help them. Now an activity in love sets in and thus the ascent to the height. It seeks to compensate for the shortcoming which its earthly life has caused it. And it lets its will become active and now fulfills the task which the human being on earth should already accomplish. Be active of its own free will in love. For only activity with love makes the being completely free. Every bound state is a torment, whereas freedom signifies beatitude. In earthly life the state of bondage is already loosened insofar as the being has free will and can shape its spiritual state in the beyond according to this will, and thus the soul's fate after physical death is final freedom or renewed bondage. Amen.